Before I start putting away all my stuff, I want to show you some of the stuff I got. Honestly, Target is like the only place that I can get bathing suits because you can actually buy the top and the bottom separately. They're not like in a set. And as a big, full-chested girly, I need that. First bikini I got is this little polka dot triangle bikini with these like little ruffles on the side. And then the bottoms are also really cute. They're like a ruched bum. And they're actually kind of full coverage, which I feel like is so rare. And then this, I think you wear it like this, but I think you also could maybe wear it with this around your neck, and then your arms go through here. And then again, a nice like full bum. A few dresses I got from Target. I got this white one, which was really cute. Looks like this, and it has like a nice little spot where you can put a belt, which I think is really cute, and it's low-waisted. I feel like this is a really pretty dress, so I'm excited to wear this in the summer. I really want to start buying more dresses. Then the next one I got is just like a simple everyday dress. It's this long maxi flowy dress, and it has pockets in it, which I loved. And I don't need a bra with it. I've already worn this. I wore this when we were there because I picked up some stuff from Athleta. I got this navy blue bra, matching leggings, this top, which I really, really, really like. It kind of reminds me of the Align shirts, but I think that they're slightly higher on the neck because my boobs weren't spilling out as much as the Align v-neck. Then into Ulta, these like breast contour tape things. And I've been wanting to try these so bad, and I couldn't find them on Amazon or anywhere, so when I saw these, I was so excited. They are basically nipple covers slash bra tape, but they're already cut to the form of your boob. And so they basically cover from like here to here, and then you like pull up and tape them right there. And they're supposed to be really good. People that use them claim to love them, especially like the fuller chested girls. So I'm really excited to try them. I picked up some Let Me Sleep gummies for my friend Savannah. 2 of the Maybelline mascaras in the waterproof version because they've literally discontinued these in Canada. They don't have waterproof Maybelline mascara like this one, the Rocket. And I've been using this mascara since literally I think grade 9. Then I picked up at the beauty supply store a bunch of these rollers. When I was there, my grandma curled my hair in rollers and I slept in them, and I actually really like them. I've used rollers before, but they've always been like the Velcro ones, and I find that when I take my hair out of them, it like pulls on my hair a little bit, whereas these, your hair just glides off of them. They worked really well. My hair stayed curled until I literally washed it, which was insane. You roll your hair in this, it's all plastic, and then you just snap this on top, and then if it's loose, you can just poke a bobby pin in here if you need it. I got this from Anthropologie, this new little purse. I don't have very many everyday but also like nice-ish black purses. It feels like I could wear it with a dress, if you know what I mean. It came with a few straps, which I'll probably keep but never use, a thicker one and a thin one. And then it came with this little pouch, which I love. Love, love, love. Very, very soft, very good quality. I like it. I like it a lot. And then I think this might be the last thing I picked up. The Courageous Palo Santo and Bergamot essential oil, and this was also from Anthropologie. It just smelled so good that I was like, I need this. I need to buy it right now. I'm kind of picky with my essential oils. So good. Oh my gosh, I forgot until right now. Wow. I find that a lot of essential oils can have sort of like a smoky, something about them can be a little not luxury smelling. This smells like luxury, sweet. Oh, there's nutmeg in it. Maybe that's what I'm picking up on. It smells kind of like nutmeg. Bergamot, nutmeg, Palo Santo. I want to see something cute my grandma gave me. It's a little glass perfume bottle, and it was her mom's, and then she used it, and now I have it. But how freaking cute is this? I love it. I think I'm gonna put my perfume oil in it because I think that could be a good container for it, but this is just so cute to go on my little perfume stand. And it's from my grandma, and it was her mom. I'm such a sentimental person. Stuff like this makes me so happy. Like, I just love it. I am on my fitness, workout, healthy eating, cooking at home game. I want to be as snatched as healthy, as beautiful, as confident, as just on top of my game. I want to be on top of my game this summer. I feel like this is going to be the hottest summer yet. I just feel it in the air. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I feel it in the air. And obviously when I'm on vacation, all rules are out of the window. But when I come back from vacation, I always get like this huge dopamine hit of motivation. I feel like some people say that they come back from vacation and they have like vacation blues. They feel so super sad from being on vacation then coming back home to their regular life. I feel so excited to be back in my regular life, like so excited to go grocery shopping, so excited to just do my laundry, have all of my clothes there, take a shower in my own house, get on my routines, get all my healthy habits. It's like a fresh start. Like I get a new chance at being better and being consistent, because now in my brain the timeline is from when I've gotten back from my trip until whenever, rather than the past few months. Like it's a reset. I'll take you guys along showing you like the TikTok meals. I'll take you guys along for my workouts this week. I'm just so excited to be consistent again. And now I'm starving. I waited too long to start my dinner, which is mistake number 1. But I want to share with you guys how I started to enjoy cooking, because as someone who lives on their own, you have to feed yourself, and that sometimes can be very difficult. So I have a few little tips that I'm going to walk you guys through. First one is don't wait till you're starving, because you're not going to want to cook. You're going to want to rush and eat, and it's going to make you want to order in or pick up food or whatever. I honestly debated doing Wendy's because there's one down the street and that's always my go-to. I was like, no, because this needs to be cooked. I bought all these groceries and I'll have it for the week. It has to get done anyways. Might as well do it today instead of tomorrow when I'm not working. So I'm going to put my hair up. 1 second. Obviously, I don't want hair in my food. So another tip that I would have is to prep everything you need beforehand. Figure out what you need for the recipe and cut it all up beforehand so you're not cutting while you're cooking. You have a section of time while cooking that you're just cutting and prepping. Then you have a section of time that you're just putting together. Then while things are cooking in the oven, on the stove, whatever, that's when you're cleaning. And then when food's ready, you plate and you eat. That is the format you do this at. Otherwise, you're left with dirty kitchen. Otherwise, you're left with food burning because things aren't ready and you need to cut them up in between cooking. Don't do that. And it's just not a peaceful experience. I'm also going to put on a little TV show. I have this little setup here for my show. Currently I'm watching The Big Bang Theory. I need to get to the episode I'm actually on. And I'm going to watch that while I chop and cook. What we're making tonight are these little Mediterranean wraps. I found this recipe on TikTok. It was supposed to be for Mediterranean bowls. She did like rice and then a side of pita bread. I'm actually just going to use the pita bread and not do rice because that sounds yummy, so we're just gonna make little wraps. Hopefully it's good. Basically, it's ground beef with a bunch of different spices and dill and red onion, I think some breadcrumbs maybe. She puts it all together, sort of makes it into like these little kebab meatball, but long things, sausage, I don't know. Fries it on the stove, gets nice and yummy. Then she makes a little tzatziki sauce with some Greek yogurt, which is better for you than I think what it's typically made with, which I want to say is like sour cream? I actually don't know. I've never made tzatziki. But we're going to do that. And then I think she makes the rice and puts it all together. I'm just going to use the wrap like I said. I'm going to look at this recipe and get out everything I need from the fridge. I need red onion. You know what I'm going to do? Because I never use this. I bought this and I thought I was going to use it constantly to save time. Never do. I forget what it's called. It's like a thing that cuts it for you.
Helpful hint, trim your nails first.
Dinner is almost ready. I'm just warming up the pita bread. I realized that I didn't get like the pita where you can put stuff in it. It's just thin. So I'm gonna just make it into like little bite-sized pizzas. These are the little ground beef skewer thingy, whatever you want to call those. I'm just heating up a little bit of the bread on here. I have the tzatziki in here, which is super yummy, and then I just plated a few that are already cooked that I'm going to eat now. This looks so yummy. That is dinner. I'm so excited to eat. Good morning. Really not morning anymore. I think it's like almost 1 o'clock. I'm just about to make a little bit of lunch. I'm wearing this new top. I thrifted this recently. It's so cute. I'm gonna button this up. Love the way it fits. The top button will not stay closed because it just keeps opening. But I'm honestly not mad at it because it gives a little, you know? It's so interesting because I was thinking about this recently. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. When you were younger, like I feel like from the age of like 18, 19 to like 21, 22, I felt so comfortable with like showing skin and being hot and sexy and like just being more like out there. And now at 25, gonna be 26 next month, which is crazy, I feel like I'm supposed to cover up and like it's inappropriate for me to show my body, which I think is kind of crazy, because why is it that when we're closer to being children, it's acceptable for us to show off our body, but then when we're older, we're supposed to hide our body? But then at the same time, it's not acceptable for us to show our body when we're younger, because then that like, it's too mature for us. But then if we're doing it when we're older, like let's say you're like 50 or 40 or even in your 30s and you're doing it, then it's like, oh, that's too young for you. So what, we get like a 2-year period of being able to feel hot and sexy? That's crazy. That's crazy. And I feel like celebrities, especially like artists, like music artists that dance and sing, I feel like they've cracked the code, because they can stay looking hot and sexy for as long as they want, because they're doing it in a way that's like for entertainment and for their work, and it's respected. Like for example, if you look at like Salma Hayek, or you look at like Kim Kardashian, maybe not Kim Kardashian because like she's not an artist, but I don't know, J-Lo or Madonna, like all these people that have been sexy into their older years, and it's been acceptable because they are doing it for work, and also because yes, they look good, let's be real. But I feel like there's a lot of people that look good at those ages and don't feel comfortable showing their bodies. And I mean, modesty comes for a bunch of reasons. Like, I think that sometimes I go through phases where I like to cover my body because of the people that I'm going to be around, whether that's like family or like the settings that I'm going to be in. I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable or something. But then there's also times where I would like to and I feel like I'm not supposed to. All that to say, I want to look hot and I want to feel myself and show off my body, and I feel like I'm done feeling shameful for that. Because when I was younger, I felt no shame for that. I was like, yes, I'm going to show off my body. And now I'm like covering it, and there's been times when I was covering it because I just didn't feel comfortable in it. Like I felt like this was too big, that was too small, whatever. And now I feel pretty good about my body. There's things that I'm working on, but I'm very happy with it. My point is, I feel good about myself and I want to show it off, and I don't want to feel weird about it. And I feel like it's so sad that we make women feel like there's a right and wrong thing to do when it comes to your body. It's so hard being a girl. Like there's so many unspoken rules. Oh, my hair. I wanted to give a brief rundown on why my hair looks the way it does. I put my hair in rollers last night, the ones that I showed you that I got in the States. And at first when I took it out, I was like, whoa, that's big. But like, it's cute. I still like it. But now it's starting to slowly fall out, and I think it's so cute. I really like it. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat my lunch, and I will talk to you later. I have the little raspberry chocolates that I got yesterday at the grocery store, and I want to do a taste test with you. I've only ever tried strawberry, so we'll see how this goes. Usually you let them sit out for a couple minutes, that way they aren't like super frozen on the inside, but I'm impatient, so we're just gonna try it. They also have a banana one. I'm not like a huge banana person, so I've never tried it, but that's yummy. It's like raspberry, then white chocolate, and then dark chocolate. I think I prefer the strawberry one, but this one's also really good. Hi. I just took off all my makeup. I feel like I kind of look messy in the face because I feel like all of my mascara is like smeared everywhere and not removed properly. I'm heading out to my yoga class right now. I'm wearing my new little fit. Let me show you. It's so cute. I love this color so much. And my stuff. I need to put my towel in my bag. I'm so excited. I look actually insane. I need you to excuse it, okay? I need you to excuse it. I got back from yoga and I haven't showered yet. So that is why this situation is as it is. But I want to quickly make a single serve cookie, or I guess this recipe is 2 cookies. I think I might have made these before. I've made single serve cookies before. I just don't know if it was this one. And I'm gonna hide from you as I do it. So I'll take the audio off. Can you see? Hello. Yummy. Okay, never mind. This makes 12 cookies, not 2 cookies, so we're not gonna do that one. Oh my goodness, I'm still recording. My head feels weird. I don't know what it is. I kind of feel like if I hit my head, and now I'm concussed. That's exactly what it feels like. But I mean, I hit my head last week really hard. But I've been fine up until now. And it wasn't until I went and did my yoga class and it was like doing the down and then up and then down and then up. Near the end of the class, I was like, oh, my head feels really weird. I kind of feel a little like lightheaded, so I thought I needed to eat. So I ate some quick little carbs. And I don't know, maybe I need to just eat more, or should I eat my actual food? Yeah, I'm actually like the most dramatic person on the planet. I literally had to call my dad and tell him how I was feeling because I was scared that if I go to sleep with a concussion, I was like, someone needs to know. So I had to tell him, phone a friend. Now I want to go take a shower, but I'm genuinely scared. Like, I'm genuinely scared that I'm going to in the shower and then I'm gonna clog the drain and drown. Like, I know that sounds ridiculous, and I know it is ridiculous, but it crossed my brain. Like, it crossed my brain as like a, well, what if? You know what I mean? And right away I was like, that's silly, but it did cross my brain nonetheless. And now I'm sharing it with you so that you guys can have a little chuckle at me. I don't know why my brain feels like this. My grandma was also on the call and she was saying that maybe it's because of all the up and down and just like, you know, I did a lot today, da 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 da. But I'm like, I do a lot all the time and I've been doing yoga for years now. Like, these classes I've been doing for over a year now. So I don't know why all of a sudden today, in the same week that I hit my head really, really hard and had to like sit with an ice pack for a while, it would be weird. Like, that just seems spooky to me. Anyways, also my dad's advice was to drink a can of Coke. He thinks I need sugar, which honestly he might be right, but I just think it's funny that he's like, do you have any Coke? This is custard from my Nana and I froze it before I left for my grandma's house. 2 different ladies. There's Nana, there's Grandma. Grandma's on dad's side, Nana's on mom's side. Nana made custard. I didn't want it to go bad while I was gone, so I put it in the freezer. Now I'm gonna let it thaw out on my little plate. If you guys don't have one of these plates, you literally need it. It's from Amazon. I think it's called like a thawing plate, a thawing tray, something like that. I don't know what sorcery is in that metal tray, but it melts things so fast. If you put an ice cube on it, it literally just turns into water in like seconds. It's crazy. It's not just metal, because I've tried it on other things to see if like it was a gimmick. There's something in it. I don't know what it is. I'm sure I can find out, but I'm not going to. I just made my matcha, but instead of making it in my glass, I made it in my Stanley cup. And I'm not kidding, this is the best hack I've ever discovered in my entire life. Usually in the morning, I have to like hurry to drink my matcha because it's gonna get watered down because of the ice. But this way, it stays cold and it doesn't get watered down. I can just sip and chill. I'm heating up a little bacon sawfish because that's what my Nana made me before I left for my other grandma's house. And so I had it in the freezer, and so last night I took it out and it was thawing in the fridge. Come here, say hi to them. And he's my good boy again. Okay, you can just eat your food, please don't do that. Anyways, say have a good day. Anyways, today's gonna be a really good day. We're gonna go clubbing tonight, which I haven't been out That's like a full lie. I was gonna say I haven't been out in so long. I think it's been like 3 weeks. You guys see my very productive in the homebody self, and then like travel vlogs. But you don't see like downtown Toronto. So I think I might bring you guys out tonight. We also have Pilates tonight. So excited for that. And I've had rosemary oil in my hair for the past like 2 days. So I'm really excited to wash that out. I've been waiting to wash it until after Pilates because I know I'm going to want to wash my hair after that.
Put the money in.
I feel like.
Okay, we.
Why
Wait.
is he not eating it?
This isn't gonna work.
No, it will, it will, it will.
I have this little pillow from my bed on my couch, and it lives here because I found that it makes my couch so much comfier. But every time I feel like it's seen, I'm like, it looks like I sleep on the couch. I don't. I just like to be comfy. It's Thursday night, and I ran to Michael's, and then also to Staples earlier to pick up a few things for my journal. I really want to start doing more artsy, craftsy, scrapbooking type journaling. I did it for a while there, and I kind of fall off and on with that. And I've really been getting back into journaling, and it's so interesting the way that you write in your journal. Like when I write, sometimes I find that I'm writing to a future version of myself that's going to read it. Sometimes I find myself writing to a future great grandchild that somehow inherited this journal and is now reading it and is getting like a peek into my mind, even though they didn't necessarily know me. Other times I'm writing it as advice to the ethers, however you say that word. And it's like not really to anybody specific. But I think it's interesting because a lot of the times when I'm writing, I am thinking about someone else reading it, and it kind of hinders how effective the journal session is. Like I am thinking about how it's going to be perceived, and so then the way that I'm like carrying out the journal session is different. I'm not being quite as honest or quite as authentic, or even I'll notice just like with my handwriting, like my best journal entries are when my handwriting is literally like unreadable. Like I can't read this back again because it's just like scribbles, like it's like literally nothing. And those are my most like potent lesson giving, get to know me journal sessions. But then I'm like, oh, but then they can't read it. But it's like, why is that your focus? And I think this is something that we do often. We just do things with the thought of how it's being perceived. We're doing things sometimes even just for the reason of it being perceived. And I think it's important to ask yourself, like, would you still do the things you're doing if no one was watching? Who would you be when no one is watching? Or would you be the same person if no one ever, got to know you? I feel like for a lot of us, the answer is no. And I think there's like a certain level of it that is actually healthy and normal and good, because we should be shaped by, our community and the people around us, and like wanting to show up in an ethical way, or to be good to the people around us, or to take care of ourselves and the things around us, whatever. But I think when it comes to like deeper meaning in life of like what you do maybe with your career, or like the life path you choose, or like just the things that really are the deciding factors for the story of your life, those things really need to be done without a outsider perspective living in your head. I struggle with seeking validation. Like I feel like I've gotten better at it, but that is just something that I've known I crave, as does everybody. But I think there's just different levels to it, and I've sat with myself enough to know that sometimes the thoughts that come up quickest are, what are they going to think? What's their opinion? Are they going to like me? Like those thoughts do maybe come up in my brain more than someone else. You know what I mean? Like someone else might have a different type of thought. I find that it's interesting that I feel that way, and that I also have now created a life around social media. Like I seek this external validation, and yet I love to make content, and my job is social media. It's also interesting because seeking validation, like there's no way that you can like detox yourself from it. Like it's not like a certain other type of maybe addiction or whatever where you just like detox from that thing. Like let's say for example, you have a shopping addiction. You detox by saying, okay, I'm literally not allowed to buy anything anymore. Do you know what I mean? Whereas with like an addiction to seeking validation, there's no way that you can detox from that. Like in your day-to-day life, whether you go to the grocery store, whether you're in your job, whether you're seeing your siblings, whether you're meeting your neighbor, whether you're talking to your parents, anything, like literally anything you're doing, that's just something that you can't avoid. And I think that if you're someone that is like that, I think it's super important to ask yourself what you would do when no one is watching, and also to care for yourself so intensely, because I don't know what the correlation is necessarily. I haven't really thought on it, but I feel like when I'm caring for myself, taking care of myself, feeding myself well, and like clothing myself in nice outfits, and doing my skincare routine, and sitting with myself, and doing the workout classes, like doing things that I think make me feel good. When I take time to do those things for myself, other people's opinions matter less. And I don't know like what the correlation between that is. Maybe you're just putting more focus on yourself, and so it naturally goes away from other people. But that would be like my one tip, is just like really focus on taking care of yourself. And I think that that other thing might dwindle a little bit. It'll still be there, but I think it'll dwindle a little bit. Don't know where this ramble came from. I just wanted to chat, and yeah, I love you.